Matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Yep.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 30.
They run the counter. Everett. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Hot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Falcons 0.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action here with Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. And it will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. You look at this Saints defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Open man is Bond. He's got it. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's on his way. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Penix. That's taken in by Bond. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted. You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Robinson again. And this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. Back to Robinson now on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think. Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, Atlanta.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll throw with Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
2nd and 9 now. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw again. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. That one finds Pierce right side. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 2-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
19 Tiger, 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Penix working out of the gun here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's corner. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. That is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going to look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets a made.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again, Penix. And he's taken down here by the Saints. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
3rd and 14.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Falcons 10.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Falcons! Michael Penix, 31 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17.
Falcons 17.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their 40-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at the 40. And looking to throw, Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 5. Robinson with another carry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Falcon first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle there by Nick Cross. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They work now on second and 9. They'll go play action here with Penix. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up third and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
48-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Ready, 18, 5, Panther 60,
They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Now a give, right side. Everett. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go, start. 19, Charger, 9. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Everett. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Penix. Throw left side, complete. That's Porter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On the give, here's Robinson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Falcons.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So it's a win here for the Saints, and it was all